passwords or the Wi-Fi passwords that your device or your Kindle has remembered till now. So going back one more time, there's the reading options which you can go into, and there's an option called page refresh. There's an option called page refresh which you can turn it on for refreshing the page when every page is turned in the book. There's an option called next series which is pretty handy. So if you're reading a book of a certain series, say a Harry Potter series or a Dan Brown series, it will just suggest the next book that you can read in that series when you are at the end of the previous book. So there's an option called language learning, and there's an option for keeping your notes public or private, etc. So we'll just head back and we'll go into accessibility. Now this is a page where you can connect to a Bluetooth speaker to actually help the Kindle read out the books present over on the device. As you know that this Kindle does not come with a speaker or an auxiliary port, so you have to connect it with a Bluetooth speaker to get audio output from this device. I have explained this whole process in a different video, so if you want to check that out, it will be linked